Hi kids, and welcome to chapter 6, lesson 6. We're going to be learning about distributive property. And today we're going to be doing a couple of things with distributive property. First of all, we're going to learn it. I like to personify numbers, so I like to give them some human attributes kind of to make them come alive. It helps you kind of remember this stuff better. So we're going to learn a couple of things about distributive property. First of all, here is 9 times 4 1/3. Typically, you're like, oh, I have to multiply a whole number with a mixed number. So I'm going to put this as an improper, as an improper fraction with the 1 underneath. Then you put this one into fraction form. But today's instruction, they want you to use distributive property. So I'll put the 9 here, and then I separate it. That's how I broke it apart. I put the 4 here, and I put the 1/3 here. Then I'm going to multiply each one by 9. And you might think, well, why would I do that? That takes longer. I agree with you. You wouldn't normally do this. But for this lesson, they want you to try doing this. So with my first one, this guy on the outside, I'm going to pretend that the 9 is the mailman. I'll put a little hat on him right there. Here's the mail guy. And he's going into this neighborhood. The parentheses is the neighborhood. Here's the first house, and the house happens to be 4. And here's the second house, and it happens to be a 3rd. He's going to distribute the mail. He's going to go to each house. Notice I use the word distribute, because that is distributive property. So the 9 is going to go through this neighborhood. There's a parenthesis. And remember that we said parentheses doubles as multiplication. He goes to the first house. 9 times 4 is 36. Now he's going to go to the second house. 9 times 1/3. If you write that, it looks like this. 9 over 1 times 1/3. And then you go ahead and you can cross cancel. 3 goes into 3 one time, and 3 goes into 9 3 times. So I have 3 over 1, which equals 3. Now I'm just multiplying 36 times 3. 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 3 is 9 plus 1 is 19. Your answer is 198. That is distributive property. Oh, I did it wrong. What did I do wrong? Oh, I'm adding these together. Sorry. Not multiplying. Whoops, let's switch that. We're combining them together. Sorry. So then I add them together, and I get 39, not 30, not 198. We're adding them at the end. Boom, like that. Because you know there's a plus sign, I had to bring that down. I kind of look like a multiplication sign to me. Sorry. Let's try a different way. So with these ones, you break it apart, and don't forget to bring down your plus sign, and make sure it's neat so that you don't think it's a multiplication sign like I did. So sometimes they give you the mailman on the outside. Here it is, there's an 8. And he's going into the neighborhood of x plus 3. So the mailman is on the outside. He's going to distribute the mail, distributive property. He goes to the first house. 8 times x, well, I don't know what that is because I don't know what x is. So I can stick them together to show that I tried to multiply them. So I go to I bring the plus sign down. Don't forget because I goofed up over here. 8 times 3 is 24. And now I'm trying to add these together. But can I? Is it possible? No, not unless they tell me what it is. And since I do not know what it is, it's just 8x plus 24. Now if they said x equals 3, then I could solve it, but so far I can't. So for the next one, the mailman is 5. The mailman, here's a cute little hat for him. He goes to the first house. 5 times 9 is 45. I bring my plus sign down. 5 times x, well, I don't know what x is, so I just stick it together to show that I try to multiply it. 5x. Now, can I add this together? Nope. That's where I end. That's my expression. 45 plus 5x. Sometimes they might ask you to factor each expression. If I'm going to factor something out, I'm most likely going to be using the GCF. So take a look here. They gave me this problem, 9 plus 21, and they said factor each expression. So I have to find the GCF of 9 and 21. The GCF, remember how you do those cute little trees? You do 3 times 3, circle, circle. 7 times 3, circle, circle. Oh, there's one match, and it's 3. 3 is a GCF. I take that 3, and that's the mailman. Maybe you get lucky. Here's 3. And then you ask yourself, what times 3 gives me 9? You're right. 3. Put that plus sign down. Then you ask yourself, what times 3 gives me that 21?
7.
Yes, 7. And I factored it out, because that was the directions, and that's where I end there. Now I'm going to have you guys try one. Here goes. In your notebook, get your notebook ready. You're going to try, and then I'll have you guys pause to make sure. Don't go ahead. You're doing this with me. We're going to do factoring. 14 plus 28. Okay, write that down, and you pause it until everyone's done. Okay? Now that you're back, we're going to find the GCF of 14 and 28. So 14, 28, find the GCF, pause it and come back. Okay, so when you did this, you got 7 times 2, let's just say, and then you did 12, I was not going to do 12. I was going to do 7 times 4, 2, 2, and you said, oh, there's a match here. There's a 7, and there's a 2. So our GCF is 14. So here we go. The mailman will be 14, correct?
Yes.
Yes. And you ask, well, what times 14 gives me 14?
1.
Right. Now pause it there and you finish off the rest. Okay. When we come back, which we are back now, 14 times what gave you 28?
2.
And that should be your final answer. You got it right. Now we're going to do another example in your notebook, and you'll be pausing it. Now you're going to do the distributive property. Ready? Here's your example. 2x plus 3. Write this down and pause it. Okay, now that you're back, who's the mailman? Identify him. It's the 2. There's his little hat. Now I want you to go to the first house and only write that answer. Pause it. Okay, you're back. It should be 2 times x. Bring the plus sign. Okay, now pause it and let me know what the next number should be once the mailman distributes the mail to the second house. Pause it. Okay, you're back. It should be 6. That's your final answer because we can't add those together since I don't know what x is, right? That's distributive property right here. And you also learn factoring by finding the GCF. Bye.